The only difference between a business and a nonprofit is the tax exemption at the end of the day. My goal is to help as many young Africans as possible. People who are positive, people who have more time to create than to be critical, more time to hustle than to have hate. And they actually want to add the strategies and techniques that are proven to grow their social and economic value, so they can take care of their family and their church. Most people are afraid to start a business, so they rather have a nonprofit versus a business. But at the end of the day, you have to run that nonprofit just like you would a business. You have to make sure you make more money to take care of your expenses and the services that you provide and the value that you give to the people that you're serving and to the donors, like Project Rise is doing. And so there's almost no difference. I mean, you can basically run a business like a nonprofit. You can sell something, and part of your marketing plan can be you can buy one and give one to a nonprofit or to a charity if you're a business. Or if you're a nonprofit, you can also sell something and use the money, instead of keeping it as a profit, use the money to pay for the services that you provide in your nonprofit and for your volunteer staff or your salaries staffs. And at the end of the day, you can't keep the profit, whatever you have left over. You reinvest it into the business or into the nonprofit. So both are the same. You can run a business or you can run a nonprofit, but it doesn't make you better because you have a nonprofit. It actually, you have to treat it like a business. People are not looking to, in my opinion, people are not looking, oh, does he have a nonprofit? I'll support them versus a business. Is it helping people? Is it bringing value to people? Is it solving people's problems? So when we started Project Rise with my brother, we had to figure out how are we going to collect donations for the work that we're doing to bring value to the kids in Africa that we're educating to be successful in life, in leadership, in professional skills, teaching them how to manage money, how to be professionals, how to transform their environment into better, for the better. And we had to figure out, how are we going to raise money? Are we just going to ask for donations, or are we going to produce value to people in exchange for an income? And with the money that we make from the value that when we sell things, then we'll use that to pay for the staffing, because we have a big staff now. We have a staff of 8 people in our team, and they're all African young people that we educated in our program. And so we're transforming these young people's lives, and we're thinking, how are we going to stay afloat? How are we going to survive? How are we going to bring value to people and in exchange for an income? So there's no difference between a nonprofit and a for-profit, a business. The only difference is the tax exemption at the end that the IRS gives you. And so if you think that makes you look good in the eyes of the people who give you the money, then that might be a false perception, because a business can do the same thing. You can take you can market your business in such a way that people know that you're a business for good, that you're a social enterprise, you're doing something good for people, and that the money that you make, you don't keep all of it, you donate it to certain charities that you select. And keep that in mind when you're thinking about starting a nonprofit or a business.